HearthStone is probably the de facto king of digital card games, with massive esports events and a player base that rivals any other big video game at the moment. But how good is it really as a competitive experience? Let's find out. So here we are in HearthStone. In terms of accessibility, there's not much to say. It is a simplistic card game, so the game really teaches everything you need to know in the first few games that it forces you to play. Now, with that said, when it comes to options, there is not much on that front, as the game is pretty much a mouse-only controlled game. So what about competitive ladder? Let's move over to the play tab and see what the game has to offer in this direction. First thing we note is that ranked and casual are separate, and indeed that is a very nice feature. But at the same time, the implementation of ladder in this game gives us a mixed feeling, because we can't really submit different heroes or deck and rank independently when they would be completely different systems. They would be based on completely different cards. So that is something a bit odd. That said, this game has a very, very bare bones ranked system where the leagues are based around this sort of star system that basically only accumulates wins, and it's kind of stepwise. So you can only demote so many stars, so to speak. So we will actually jump into a game now and discuss the rest of the features after the game. Alright, so we found the game, let's get into it. Now the first thing you see, which is indeed a very nice feature, is that our rating is visible. I can see that he is rating 20 in that league, and he can see me being 20 in this league. So let's just go through the game and discuss everything else at the end. And, well, that was the end of the game. So, the one thing we see is the change in league. Now, this star system prevents me from demoting, as you can see from the screen right now. So, more than a ranking system, this is a cumulative win, stepwise sort of progression system. And as such, we at Unranked Gaming do not think that this serves as a good system of player skill assessment. Now, with that said, let's move over to the player profile, the very, very, very limited version of a player profile that is in this game, which is right here in the quest log. So you can see that seasons are implemented, and you can see your total wins per season and such. But unfortunately, that's all there is. There's no way to check replays, there's no way to check statistics about decks, there's no way to check pretty much any information about your performance within the game, let alone your history. So unfortunately, here at Unranked Gaming, we have to say that HearthStone, even though it's a very nice implementation of a digital card game, it's an extremely poor competitive experience, and as such, we cannot recommend it. And that was another video in the series of competitive reviews at Unranked Gaming. If you'd like to know how we set our standards and compare to other games, please follow this link, where we go in depth in explaining each of the key aspects that a game should get right to be a good competitive experience. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and leave a comment down below, suggesting any further topics or games that you would like to see covered in the future. Also, if you're interested in knowing more about the philosophy behind Unranked Gaming, the basis for our critique, and how we do analysis of games, make sure to follow these links that take you to the presentation videos of the channel. Thank you very much, and as always, may your gaming be enlightened.